Hello and welcome to another coaching session from LeadershipMentor.com. In our session this week I want to share some ideas and thoughts about how we as team leaders can effectively empower our people. And really in this session it's more about what empowerment is, and so I want to encourage everyone in our community to look at where we can empower our team members, because it's a very powerful feature of an effective team. So what is empowerment? Empowerment's the process of defining boundaries for team members where they're encouraged to act and make decisions independent of real-time direction from management or from you. And so these are areas where team members, for example, if they're on the phone with a customer, they have clearly defined areas where they can make decisions real-time rather than going to you as the team leader and getting direction. And so we empower them to act by setting up certain guidelines. So let's take a look at some keys to success with that. First of all, as I just mentioned, we have to clearly define the boundaries. So if it's a customer situation and maybe it's a refund, for example, where our team members are empowered to provide a refund under certain circumstances to customers as they're dealing with them. We would define situations up front that would qualify for a refund, and then we would define really kind of a range of how much of a refund they are entitled to, maybe depending on how long they've been a customer, their customer status if they're a premier customer. But you would define these boundaries in advance and clearly define them and go over them. We'd also want to provide support frequency, really to allow your team members to learn as they go. We have to kind of see what's going on, how are they reacting, how are they making decisions, and we need to coach them or support them on a regular basis to encourage them to continue to make these independent decisions. And we also need to follow up with progress reports. So maybe it's customer satisfaction measurements, for example. So if your team is empowered to provide real-time refunds, for example, which is a pretty typical area for empowerment, then maybe what you do is you measure customer satisfaction, and you can provide that progress report back to your team members on a regular basis. So is that number going up or down based on the empowerment? So in summary, when we're talking about empowerment, first of all, the reason I want to bring this up in our session is because people that are empowered care more. They feel like they're more in control of the outcome, and so you're going to see much greater dedication by your team members. It's important that we act immediately with feedback, and we talked about that, but I can't emphasize that enough on how important that is, that we reinforce what we want to continue. So when somebody provides that refund to a customer and they do it within the guidelines and it results in a very happy customer, that's something that you really want to provide praise and feedback to that person, and probably out to the whole team, to reinforce that behavior. That's how this empowerment will really catch on and be reinforced. And this basically allows you, when you have an empowerment program where your team members have guidelines where they can act independent of you, you can do more leading versus management. And if you've been a community member for a while, you know management is really kind of the minute-by-minute stuff, managing the activities of your team members, versus kind of guiding the team as a whole in a direction, which would be more of a leadership function. So empowerment allows you to step back a little bit and not manage so much minute by minute, but really focus on how you can effectively lead your team, and that's pretty important. So that's it on empowerment for this week. I hope you found that helpful, and I hope you have a great day.